Hello. Yeah. Good evening. Myself K. Tyagarajan. I'm going to discuss about Corn shell programming. So Unit 5. So the last class, so I covered about the basic script concept. The basic scripts concept. So already I covered in the last video. So just 1 minute I will revise that. So try to remember here what is a script. So what is a shell script? So once again I repeat the definition. Shell script is a text file that contains executable commands. Shell script, any script which is prepared by us, it is a text file. So that text file contains set of executable commands. So those executable commands will be executed one after the another. Right. So here the script we are going to execute within a terminal. The script will have a script name. The script file will have a script name. So it has an extension .sh. Right. So we are executing within a terminal. Your script can take an input from a keyboard. Your script can produce result on the terminal, or your script can redirect the output to a file. So take for example the script you try to remember. So one of our exercise 6b, copying one file, contents of one file to another file. Copying contents of one file to another file, right? So this is a script which we are going to write in our current working directory. Here your script will have a set of commands. There is copy command, mkdir. So like this there will be a set of commands. Those commands will be executed one after the another. So that's the reason we call it as a shell script, right? Here we need to remember script components. So there are 3 components within a script. So we need to remember first line we call it as interpreter designated line. Second one we call it as a comments. Third line we call it as shell commands. So this thing already I covered in the previous video. So now I go with expression. Try to remember expression is a sequence of operators and operands that reduces a single value. So here your expression contains sequence of operators. Sequence of operators and operands. So in between the two operands, so we have an operator. So there can be a sequence of operators can be exist within our expression. So here the objective of our expression is in order to reduce into a single value. So here operators can be either mathematical operators, relational operators, file operators, and then logical operators. You try to remember. So there are 4 operators are there. One is a mathematical operator, a relational operator, file operator, logical operators. We'll discuss about all these 4. So coming to the mathematical operators like add, subtract, multiply, division, all are mathematical operators. So these mathematical operators can be used in between the operands. Right. So if you have a 2 operands, so in this these 2 operands can be used in order to perform one expression by using a mathematical operators. So I can use add operator in between the 2 operands. I can use a subtract operator in between the 2 operands. I can use a division operator in between the 2 operands. So by using a 2 operands, all the things, right? So then coming to the relational operators. So relational operators like greater than, less than, that determines the relationship between the two values. So here you try to remember, so the relational operators such as less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, so all these operators we call it as relational operators. So these relational operators are meant for determining the relationship between the two values in order to judge whether it is a true or false. So and then we have a file operators. These file operators in order to judge the status of a particular file. So we'll see how this file operators are going to be used in order to judge status of a particular file within our current working directory. So and then we have a logical operators. Logical operators it will return either a true or false. So this thing we need to remember. So this is about expression, and then we need to remember about different types of expressions and different types of operators. So coming to the expressions, already I discussed in the previous slide. Mathematical expression, relational expression, file expression, logical. So all these expressions, 4 expressions, right? Coming to the first one, mathematical operators, right? So mathematical operators are used to compute a numerical value. So here the mathematical operators like plus, minus, divide, modulo, all these operators we call it as a mathematical operators. So these mathematical operators are used to compute a numerical value. Right. In conch shell, it can be in a conch shell or it can be a bash shell. All these shells will support add, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division operator, and then a special operator within this mathematical, we call it as a modulus operator, right? So you try to remember this particular table says about various operators, mathematical operators, and then description about this operators. Plus operator, this plus operator is used in order to perform addition of two numbers, right? So minus operator is used to perform in order to subtract from the first operand with the second. So multiplication operand, so in order to perform product of two operands or product of two numbers. So division operator, so in order to divide first operand by second, or in order to divide the first value, in order to divide two integer values, right? We are using a two integer values. Here first value is divided by a second value, and then modulus percentage value is a remainder of first value divided by second, right? So these all operators we call them as arithmetic, we call them as mathematical operators, right? Plus, minus, multiply, divide, and then modulo. So example for mathematical operators, adding adding some by using a mathematical operator. So we like to perform addition, count. Here try to remember within our shell script. So we using a string, we using a variable count. Count is assigned with a value 5. Here I have an expression count equal to dollar count plus 2, right? So here before any variable, if I use a dollar sign, it indicates that the value of a particular variable. So value of a count is a 5 plus 2, so total 7 will be stored within a variable called a count, right? When I use a print command, print a dollar count, so I get what is the current value which is stored in this variable, right? Previously it is 5, so after addition currently the count has 7, so the 7 will be displayed, right? So this is one example in order to illustrate plus operator, right? So coming to the another one, let command. So the kernel, the Korn shell uses expr command. So expr command in order to perform an expression. So whenever we are evaluating expression within a shell, in that particular expression we need to use a command, we call it as expr, all mathematical operators. So when I use a mathematical operators, in order to evaluate this mathematical operators, we need to use expr command. So nowadays instead of expr, so we can also use a let command to evaluate expression and store the result in another variable. Right, we are evaluating an expression, storing the value of that particular expression within a variable. Right, so here I can use the expr or another command within the Korn shell, we call it as let. Bourne shell also support this, the let command. Right, take for example, let y equal to x plus 16. So here for the variable x, so I'm adding a 16 and then I like to store within a variable, we call it as y. So like this, when there is an expression before that particular expression, so we need to use command, we call it as let. Right, so and then coming to the another example, the same, the usage of operators. Number equal to 15 into 16. I'm multiplying two integer values, storing within a variable, we call it as num, and then we are going to print this. So when I print, so what is a value 15 into 16, the result will be displayed. Right, so here I have another expression, number equal to 15 by 6. So I am using a division operator. Right, I am using a division operator. I am dividing and then storing within a variable, we call it as num. So and then I am using a print command in order to display what is a value which is stored in num. Right, so operand 1 equal to 15 and num is equal to operand 1 modulo 6. Right, I am using a modulo. Right, so here we can say the remainder. Right, print dollar num. Right, what is a modulo? Operand 1 means 15, mod 6 means, so here the value is 6, like this. So we can we can perform all mathematical operators within your shell script. Right, so and then coming to the another example, relational expression. So relational expression compares a true value and return a logical value, such as a true or a false. Right, so obviously it is true. We compare two values. Right, so two values will be compared and then we are trying to get what is a result, means here by comparing we are expecting whether the expression is true or false. So logical value depend on value being compared and operator being used. So here whenever we are comparing, so it depends on a value, at the same time it depends on the operator which we are using. Right, the relational operator which we are using. Right, so and then coming to the relational operator, so what are the relational operators? We'll discuss about all these relational operators here. Right, relational operators we'll see in a table. The first column uses relational operators for numerical value. The third column says about relational operators for a string. Right, it will be available in this slide. Here the first column, this says about relational operators used for an integer value. Right, so greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, all these relational expression, all these relational operators are used for an integer value. So and then coming to this third column, so there are some operators, relational operators, equal to, only one assignment operator, so not equal to, string length not 0 minus n, string length 0 z. Right, so these operators are used for these operators are used for string. Right, comparing the string. So this is about relational operators. Right, there are some examples for relational operators, so which are used within a string, which are used in a Korn shell. Coming to the question mark, matches 0 or 0 or 1 0 or one single character, and then within a bracket matches one single character in this particular set. So question mark followed with a pattern 1 or